Hi everyone, I'm back. Today I am going to be making a piece for your hair. I've already made one. I'll show you what I mean instead of trying to explain it. I'm making one of these. And all this is a skewer, and I just put a bead at the end of it. And I cut out my own pattern, which is originally one that I did for a scarf, because this can be used for a scarf as well. You can weave your scarf through it. But I thought it'd be also make a cute piece for your hair, those that have long hair, and put it up. Anyway, let's get started. So I've picked out some pink clay. It's a mixture of a pink and some pearl. And I'm going to use my lily cane. I will be doing a stamp on this because there's a lot of mica in this. I might incorporate this that I had done a while back, and I might not. It's kind of like a just layers of colors, and there's silver foil in here as well that I used. Anyway, let's see what happens. I might and I might not. So the first we need to do is wet this as soon as I can find my water. Oh, I already have it right here. And I'm going to spray this so my clay won't stick to it, because this is a clay stamp. And then I'll put my clay on top. And I'm going to try using a baby wipe so my fingers don't stick to it. Just trying to alleviate some of the moisture, the water, because clay won't stick if there's water. So anyway, I'll just do the impression here. Just push down with my fingers so I can get it down really good and keep out some air bubbles if I can, and just work my way out till I get to the top. And I'm going to take my roller over it just lightly, just so I can get the back a little bit smooth. Let's see if I made a mess. All right, oh, came out really well. Again, lots of water. I'm definitely going to have to try and get everything all dried up before I take my blade to it. I do have paper towel here I'll use. Get rid of some of the moisture. I'm going to trim off the excess. Like so. I need my blade. Make sure that's on there good. Again, you take your blade, keep your fingers fairly close, pull, and just try and take off that top bit of clay. You don't want to go down too far, because if you do, you're going to lose your image. So you just want to go down a little ways. I probably have better stamps I could have used to make a better impression, but this one's fine. It'll give me what I want. So I'm going to continue doing this, and when I'm finished, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and I did burnish it a little bit, just a little, not all of it. All right, now what I was thinking of doing was kind of cutting it this way, just putting a strip of this in there somewhere. And what I did is I took out my, let's see the size of the pattern. Okay, just fits in there like that. So if I took a strip of this, I'm going to put it right about here. Let me try it. See if I can zigzag this in there. Like that. Of course, this one's a little bit thicker. And then I'll cut this. Like so. And I can stick this one back in here. Sometimes this can look easier than what it is. Come on. You know you want to go in there. Doesn't look good. I'm going to do it again. I'm just going to cut this off. And I'm actually going to cut this other part off too because it's just, it keeps sticking to my tile. Yeah, it's better. That was easier. Let's make sure I still have enough. If I don't, I'll add another strip. Don't have enough, so I'm going to add another strip at the other end. Just for good measure, I can stick this one in, just in case. Like that. Yeah. I'll give that a little bit of a burnish. No, I have no idea if this is going to look good or not. I hope so. I thought the two colors would look pretty good together, but time will tell. I see my foil coming off. It doesn't look too bad. It's not perfect yet. I gotta, oh look, see? That's perfect. Burnish it a little bit more. Clean piece of paper. Try and get them all equal in height. Let's see. Just down here. Up here feels good, but down here it's not so great. Coming along. It's coming along. Almost there. There, it feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. I might use the rest of this for the back. I'll roll that out. I'm not quite ready for it yet. So now we have our little lily cane I made the other day. These are two different ones, I think. Yeah, they're two different ones. But I thought I'd put them together so there'd be a little bit of difference between the two. The bigger one. This one. So I'm going to slice some of these off. I'll get this out of the way. Trim it up some. Better make sure I don't trim off too much. And I did. Almost. There. Set that over there, and we'll start slicing some canes. I don't want the first one. We want to do this as thin as possible. It makes it look so much better if you do. That's a bit big. I'm not going to need too many. That's probably enough of that size. And I'm not using that great big one. I wouldn't mind a couple of these ones. I always slice the first one off and toss it. Don't ask me why. I like that clean cut. That's actually why, but it's a little thick, but I can trim it. And a couple this size. Give it a little turn. I'm going out of focus, aren't I? A little bit. Got all these canes pieces here everywhere. Just move them over to the side so they're not in the way. I don't end up chopping them. I don't want them stuck together. All right, I'm just going to chop a couple more of these, and I think that's probably going to be enough because it's not a large area that we're covering. And I'm not overlapping them at all, so I'm just going to scatter a few here and there. So we'll bring this back over. And I'll put a big one on. And a big one down here. I'm just going to take these small ones and scoot them all over the place. Because I still need to put a couple holes in this. Whoops, I picked that one up and I lost part of it. That's because it's so thin. I like to use that one, but it's quite thick. I'm going to trim that off a little. As soon as I get it stuck on here good, so that I can, so it doesn't move. Up here. Ooh. Yeah, definitely have plenty of these little canes sliced up. Almost thought I squished it. I did kind of, but that's okay. A little squish isn't going to hurt anybody. So I'll get my paper out again. And yeah, my wrists are killing me, so that's why I'm using this. Helps me with the pressure. Not as hard. You can feel better with your fingers if you've gotten it or not, but anyway. Feels like it's pretty good, let me see. Not bad at all. I still want to cut a piece for the back. All right, I'm gonna put you on hold there for a little bit while I go and roll this out for the back of it. All right, excuse my arm. I had to get my texture thing there for the back of it. Move that out of the way. Clean up this mess. Something in it, maybe a piece of clay. So I'll give that a little spray with water, just a little squirt. And put it on this way. I'm probably gonna, yeah, that's not gonna be big enough for this, so I'll have to do more than that. I'll start it here. And roll it. So I want a nice imprint of this. Another one there. Do it in the center, get that line out of there. Do some over here. I guess I didn't get it all. Apologize if I'm shaking you all over the place. I probably am. Clean off my blade. It's getting gumped up with clay. There. Now I want to set this on top. Flip it over. There. I'm just going to take my paper and just go over it just a little bit more. I kind of felt a little bumpy there. Hopefully it won't ruin the back any. If I do, I'll just put my texture on it again. Not a biggie. That feels better. Yep, I'll do that again. Whoops. Slippery little sucker. There. Much better. Now we'll take our little template and position it. I guess I'm just going to have to position it however I can fit it on there nicely. Like so. That looks all right. Template has been used a lot. Just something I drew up. Thought it'd be kind of cool to make some of those scarf. I don't know what you call them. Scarf things. Scarf barrette maybe, I don't know. There's probably a name for it, but honestly, I don't know what it is. Looks like I rolled that a little bit. Give another little trim. Everything is always fixable in the polymer clay world. There. Voila. We have our little piece cut out. It's kind of cute. But we mustn't forget either. We still have this to do. But we'll do this first. Now, where's my little round cutter? And I just do it wherever I feel like it. Normally I just do one up here. I wonder if I want a smaller hole. I'm thinking I might want a smaller one. Kind of thinking that one might have been too big. Yeah, this one should be big enough. I just don't want to destroy all the pattern by putting in big holes that aren't necessary. Yep, that's going to be big enough because that's what I'm using. 1 and 2. Oh, that one didn't come out. Just like that. Give her 2 cute little holes. I always put this on a jar to give it that little bit of a curve, just like this. And I'll worry about these little holes afterwards, about making them clean and everything. And these always make a cute little pair of earrings to match, if you want to. Just a thought. So put that aside, and now we're going to do this. Now, with my other one, I did not cover the wood. You don't have to. But I'm thinking with this one, I might cover the wood. Yeah, I think I'm going to. I'm going to cover the wood. I also want a piece of clay. The glasses are falling off my face. And I'll make a little ball. So I want it to match, obviously. I'll use this one. And I don't want it to be a perfect circle, as you can see. That's here be good enough. And it doesn't matter because I'm covering it with this cane here. Best way to pick up clay is to use clay. So we'll do a few slices of this. Again, I'll slice that one off. Actually, I can still use that one for this. So I'll just slice off a few of these. And I can even mix them with this one, because this one's just a little tiny bit different. Scared I'm going to cut something here. I have clay all around me. Clay, clay everywhere. Yeah, let's toss that one aside. Well, yeah, I am the biggest klutz going, I swear. Not even kidding. See, look at me. I feel like I'm always working with my thumbs, no fingers. That's probably why I like clay so much, because it is quite forgiving. Okay, now all I'm going to do with this, and I'll pick one of each. So I'll put one up here, and I'll do this one. Can you see me? Maybe I'm not close enough. And then I'll stick this one here. And I'll put this one here. There's the top. And I'll just keep going around with these cute little lilies. Speaking of lilies, I bought some last night. I was going to plant them in my flower garden today, and I'll tell you, it is not very warm outside today. So needless to say, I did not get my lilies planted. It's got to warm up sometime, right? So yes, I'll just keep going around like this. I gotta cut some more canes because I just ran out. This one and this one. Wow. Must be warmer down here than I realize. Everything's sticking to me. Clay can do that. I still love playing clay. I'll do some of the other one here. Not that one. All right, I'm almost done this one anyway. Stick one there. I just keep going around the whole thing, back and forth. There. Even an extra one. And there's my, well, I'll roll it. Get all nice and smooth. I don't have to, but I am on this one. This one here I didn't, I left it bumpy. But I'll smooth this one out. Make it that ovally shape. Of course, when you want to make it that ovally shape, it doesn't want to go. All right, now I think I'm just gonna, again, take some of, get green, my pattern on here. I know I've got a piece. No, I don't, I just trimmed it. I'll just peel off some of this black color. And I'll take the pink. Excuse me, you could use both anyway, it doesn't really matter. And I'm going to roll that through the machine. I passed a machine. Because it's just enough to cover this, and I don't want it thick. Now I'm going to take a sec. And right now I have it on my thickest setting, and I'm going to be bringing that down to probably my second or third thinnest setting. Just brought it down one more, and I'll bring it down one more. Okay, it seems like I brought it down more than one more. Oh, I did, I skipped one. Still have some colors coming through there, so mix it up a little bit. Get longer. That's plenty. And here we go. You see, we're not going to need very much of this. So do I have my blade right? No, I don't. I have those two little things. Yeah, and I definitely do not want this thick, because we have to get it through our hair. Or somebody does. My hair's not really that long anymore. Used to be, and not even that long ago, until I got tired of it. And I took my scissors and I chopped my hair just a couple days ago. After I chopped it, I ran into my hairdresser in town, and I said, because of course, you know, they're just opening up June 5th. And it's like, yeah, it's driving me nuts. She said, Ange, I don't know when I'm going to be opening. Well, it's all to do with the government, obviously. You have to be careful when you roll this, because it will not stick, and so you really got to pinch this. I wonder if we should have put some liquid clay on that. I wonder if that would have made it easier. Let's try it. I'll just put this through the machine again, because it really doesn't stick good to it, and I don't like that part of it. You know, it works better when you open it. Anyway, seen her say, hey, Missy. I said, yep, chop my hair. She just laughs at me. Most people do. She said, maybe it'll be the new trend. Well, I'll tell you, I think if the hairdressers were closed much more, it would definitely be a new trend. People doing their own hair. All right, I'm gonna roll this out again. Fold it in half, make it longer. And anyway, so I do have an appointment to get my hair done the end of June. And I'll probably get it really chopped off then. I think it's to do with age. Hair gets on my nerves. Anyone else feel that way? Because I'll tell you I do. My hair drives me nuts. I love long hair, but lately, can't stand it. Yeah, like I said, I don't want it thick, so I'm just squishing it around. And guess what? It does work. It sticks way better. Definitely sticking to the wood now. It's my first time doing it like this, so I don't know. I'm just learning. Just like we all do when we experiment. We learn. Oh, yeah, see, my thumbs get to me after a while. I keep pulling that off because I don't want it too thick. You got to push it through your hair. And when I shove that ball on there, I don't know how that's going to work. I think I'll take the other end that I cut off because these are quite long. Excuse me. And I'm just going to shove that up its butt like this. Make my little hole. I actually kind of like a squeeze like that. See? Constantly learning something new. There. And then let's get this nice and smooth so we can bake everything. Still keep getting some off the end here. Yeah, it's sticking to me too really good. See if I can get that on there. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Why didn't I? Well, it's got a known look of itself, doesn't it? What do you think? Should I leave it like that? Or should I just squeeze it like this? Squeeze. Looks fine. Just want to make sure there's no air inside of my clay, and I don't think there is. Doesn't feel like there is anyway. Make sure I keep pinching that end. Oh, what's that? Just seen something, a color that does not belong. Color be gone. There. I'll just smooth this out. Then I'm going to bake it for 1 hour at Primo's recommended temperatures, which Primo is 275. And when this is done, I will be back. So I'll see you for me in 1 hour. For you, just going to be a little flick of a button. All right, here they are out of the oven. Gave this a little light sand. So it just goes in through here like this. My earrings, I put the backs on. And here's the other side. I think it turned out pretty good. These are still warm. I'm probably just going to put a Renaissance wax on them when it's done. I did give them a little bit of a light sanding. But that's pretty much it. I think that look cute on the back of your head. And you can make them smaller, bigger, whatever. Anyway, that's the end of this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, take care, stay safe.